Salutations, ladies and gentlemen. We got another Lob community replay for you today. This one sent in by Sam. Thank you so much, Sam, for the email. I appreciate the replay. Sorry it's taken me so long to get to it, but he is in the color green, playing as the southern player on this map. You know, this map, this one's a classic in the new update, and we'll see if we have another pit fight in this middle crossing between the two creeks. It does seem like that is how this map plays out 9 times out of 10, but hey, maybe we're in for something a little bit different. And his opponent is One Trick in the color red, and whoa, look at this army, ladies and gentlemen. This is the most elite army I have ever seen packaged and brought to a battlefield. Look at this. It's a guard curse spam. Oh, that is tasty. Let's take a look at these armies, guys. Okay, we have 10 guards here. That is the entire infantry force of red besides the skirmishers. And wow, these guys are going to pack such a wallop, especially if One Trick does what I think he's going to do, but we'll get to that in a second. His cavalry force, all heavy cav, and a total of, wow, 14 curs in total. That is terrifying. And he's got 1 horde on each flank. Like that's going to do very much. Okay, so what I think we have here, guys, is we have the return of the camper. I think this is going to be a massive camping strat, but he's backed it up with a lot of hammers. So what I think he's going to do here is I think One Trick is going to pull up into this town, form a very simple U shape, right? And kind of try to control this one objective that he has. Meanwhile, I think he's going to have his horse on either flank just firing away, doing minimal damage, and I don't think they're actually there to cause a lot of casualties. What I think One Trick is trying to do, and this is kind of an evolution of the camping strategy, so I got to give him a modicum of credit for this. What I think he's trying to do is he's going to try to maybe pull some cavalry or even some infantry from Sam over to try to take out these hordes, right? Because Sam's going to be thinking, well, he's got no infantry support. I can charge up there with maybe a squad of lights and take out those guns. And then that's when he's going to bring in the hammer and just smash with these curves and get a really nice local victory there. So I think these guys are a lure, and I really hope Sam doesn't take the bake. Speaking of Sam, let's see what his army is. Very, very different and a lot more balanced. No heavy cav at all in this army. We just have 7 hussars. So he has half of the numbers of cav as his enemy, and it could not be more drastic of a quality difference. The lowest cav versus the highest cav. So yeah, any direct cavalry fights are going to be a slaughter. It's got a ton of light infantry, which is good for this map with how much cover there is and with how mobile your units need to be with all of the different water barriers. He has 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's got 13 lights, and then he's got what looks to be 6 line infantry and a couple of guards as well. And then if we take a look at his artillery here, I'm still trying to figure out how to tell the arties apart. It looks like an 8-pounder and 2 6-pounders. Okay, so pretty good army, pretty good set for this map. Though, man, how do you even crack a nut like this? How do you crack 10 guards in a town? Maybe he'll just have to rely on the superior range of the lights and hope that One Trick just gets into some terrible engagement with his curs. Maybe he tries to use his cover, or maybe he plays equally campy and he just takes this one neutral objective and he holds up in the opposite town and just uses the superior range of his guns. That might be what I would do, but I'm an absolute scumbag, so we'll see. Yeah, I'm super excited for this one. Let's dive into it. I'm going to set the speed a little bit higher. Because Sam did tell me that this was going to be a longer game, and I don't want it to drag out too much, especially with campers. You know, there's not a ton of activity, so let's see. All right, horde racing to the top hill, and okay, so here it is. Here's the lure, everybody. He sets it up just outside of town. He says, hey, man, you want to take this juicy little horse artillery here? Bam! Hits him with the curs. Man, oh, Sam, don't fall for it, brother. Don't fall for it. And yeah, of course, the guards are moving out. Oh man, and Saris and Hawk and some of the other guys, they would be foaming at the mouth if they saw this strategy. But also, they would probably know how to beat it relatively easily. But oh man, this is so insane. All right, skirmisher on artillery. That's gonna do nothing. He's gonna have to get in there with something a bit more substantial. Maybe just trying to buy some time for the lights to get into the town, but I think this might be a waste of a skirmisher here, which in a battle like this, you know, you're gonna need all the firepower you can get to kind of root out all of these guards. So definitely don't want to be wasting those, even though they are an expendable unit. All right, is he gonna get away? No. Okay, so he's gonna lose that skirm. Ooh, nice little pull here. Okay, so this is a big mistake by one turn. You cannot be wasting the HP of heavy cav fighting skirmishers in the town. Everybody, including me, has had that idea that they can get a quick victory. And I'm telling you, man, those town pieces, no matter how good you think your cavalry is, don't fight in them. I've fallen for that trick so many times, and I'm here to tell you, don't make my mistakes. Stay out of the towns. I mean, yeah, he's gonna win, but man, look at how much org he's losing on these curs here. Yeah, this is a big mistake by one turn. Meanwhile, oh, okay, so Sam's gonna be braver than I love it, Sam. So, okay, I like what he's doing here. This is actually a nice deployment. This is a nice counter to what Red is doing. So he's going to set up his cannon on the hill here, out of range of the guard. And he's also making it so that the guard just can't do a quick advance and pummel his battery. They have to cross the creek. So this is actually the ideal deployment, I think. So yeah, really smart. Sam, if you're watching this, this is a really good move here because you're going to be able to threaten this neutral objective as well. And I mean, they're not really going to have any ability to go out and capture yours with infantry. And they can try to do it with cav, but that's not really what he wants to be using his heavy cav for. And I think that might be the mistake in Red's build here, is he hasn't brought in any harassing cav at all. Like even a couple of hussars would just give this build a lot more flexibility. All right, so he has secured the southern town with curs, weirdly enough. All right, so Sam is moving into position. Skirmishers on both sides. Okay, smart move here by one turn. This guy might be a camper, but he knows what he's doing. He's going to move his skirmishers across, maybe try to snipe a couple of these artillery, because he knows that just being pummeled is the one way he might lose this game, by just taking more casualties, even if it's very minimal. I mean, this might be an instance where it runs all the way to turn 60, and he just lost more guards by getting shot at in the town. So, nice move there. Kerr's going to settle the middle between the two creeks. Light infantry now fighting for the objective here, and they're going to cross the... Okay, this is... Oh, boy. Okay, Sam, don't cross this river, bro. Do not cross this line. It is a death trap. It's exactly what he wants you to do. But I don't think that's what he's trying. I think he's just trying to use his range and get into a bit of a firefight, but... I just don't think it's going to be enough. These guards are just too well entrenched. Using some line to ward off his right flank, I like that from the curs. He has a lot of hussars in reserve. I like that too. You cannot take a direct engagement, and keeping his guards and some other lights back as well. I just want to check the power here. Yeah, I mean, look at this. When you take a look at the power, it's, you know, it's even in terms of the actual strength of the armies, but in terms of numbers, I mean, the Green Army has to be drastically bigger, though he has taken quite a few more casualties, so that's not good to see. All right, light infantry getting involved now, harassing a few of the skirmishers, and oh no, he's gonna get caught! Oh no, that's exactly the lure I was talking about. Oh, it's so hard to resist. You see this horde out here and you're like, oh, I could just pick that off. But no, the curs came in and they slam-a-jammed him right into the dirt. And that is a free light infantry pick for one trick. So nice response by him. He's actually getting his horde into a really good spot as well. So man, I don't know whether to give credit to him or hate on him for camping. I think I'm going to do a little bit of both. All right, Kerr's now rushing in, and this is where it's going to start to become a micro mess. Oh man, does Sam have enough on this right flank to hold it down? He's got a lot of lights, but they're looking pretty weak. Some of these curs looking fairly weak as well, but he just has so much more infantry, right? And he's done a really nice job hemming these guards in. And so I don't know how much these guards are going to be able to reinforce, but honestly, I don't know if they need to. It's all going to depend on if this charge runs out of steam, which right now, it certainly doesn't seem like it. All right, Kerr's continuing to move in. Nice job by Sam here, masking with infantry and moving his guards in the woods as well. Okay, so some really nice developments here. Sam has gotten a significant contingent across the river. This is excellent. He's got a staging ground for a potential town assault, or he will be able to retake the town if the guards decide to come out and fight. Now, he is going to lose one of his artillery and the second one as well, but he's done a lot of nice damage to these guards. This is an absolute mess, though, and God, there's still so much heavy cavalry here. The two Hordes are both still alive. The Hussars are basically useless in this battlefield right now, and I don't know. It's going to have to be a big mistake here by One Trick. This is not looking good for Sam. Well, I guess the power says otherwise. That's interesting. Okay, well, I guess every man that red loses is so much more valuable because green just has so many more troops. All right. So the camper has become the aggressor. Okay, interesting. Firefight continuing in the town. Kerr's pulling back. Why did they pull back? That feels like a mistake. Why did they pull back? They had a really good charge here. They had the potential to roll up the entire flank, but instead he's let Sam reform, and now the town fight is not going well for him. I think that retreat was a bad move from One Trick. Let me know in the comments below. Maybe you guys saw something there that I didn't. Go back. But yeah, okay, it was... that might have cost him the game right there, because he's now given green the breathing room he needs to find a new position, and it's his former position, so we'll see how that works out. All right, nice snipe of the Horde here. Okay, so the Kurs are going to be recharged, but again, they're not charging onto a scattered backline. They're charging onto a reformed line of infantry. Some of them, I think, even have terrain bonuses here. And the guards are starting to get strung out, taking a lot of fire, and the town is certainly not looking good here for red. He's got 2 guards almost broken, 3 down here, 4 down here that are also looking pretty wounded, and he's got a couple of low curs here as well. Let's see, some Hussars. Okay, this is a good use of Sam's Hussars. He knows he can't actually do any damage with them, so he's going to try to reform some units. I like that. All right, Kerr's continuing to come around. Oh my gosh, that charge bonus is just insane on that cavalry. He's gonna lose. No, he's gonna save his final artillery. Oh man, that artillery, that 8-pounder taking out one of those Kurs. I mean, he's gonna lose it, but that actually might end up being cost effective, especially if this line infantry can take one of these Kurs down with him. Wow, okay, so this town fight has really swayed in favor of Sam. And if I were Sam, I would camp the camper. That's exactly what I would do. As soon as I take this town, I'm going to take it. I'm going to do the exact same strategy, and I'm going to make him come to me. Because I have the neutral objective, I still have my objective, and I have your objective. All 3 stars are green right now. And what the heck are... Oh, okay, so these are just... Were these Kurs sent to route broken units? Okay, wow, they're way off. This guy, too. Well, I mean, I guess he's chasing him off. He's making sure green can't come back. Yeah, wow. Okay, so I still can't tell who has it. There's just so much heavy cav left. This is an absolute mess here. This is actually good for green. He's got 1 unit in here that's holding off like 3 reds. Yeah, same here. These are really good engagements for Sam. And the battle is really starting to turn in his favor. The numbers are starting to take effect. And the steam that I was talking about in that charge, I think it's officially sputtered out. Okay. Try to excuse my camera work here, guys. I'm trying to capture all this as best I can. Okay, so green finally gets routed in that stand, but he took a cur and a guard with him. That's an excellent trade. He's going to take what looks to be a guard or perhaps a cur here, and potentially this one out as well. So 2 really good engagements on these patches of terrain. I'm telling you, man, terrain pieces, they can make an army worth, they can make a unit worth 5 if you place them right. And green has officially taken the town. He's got 2 guards left. He's got quite a bit of light infantry, and yeah, he still even has a hussar on the battlefield. So green's looking pretty good, though he doesn't have any artillery, and now it's actually red with his 1 horde that has the firepower advantage, which might end up being a bit of a problem for Sam. All right, curs have to refresh. So many of them going down here. Oh, he is so lucky that green doesn't have any artillery. All right, hussar. Oh, almost picked off a cur there. That would have been a beautiful catch. Would have made that hussar dying very, very worthwhile. Is green, does he have anything coming back? He's got a little bit of cav coming. He's got a couple of hussars regenning. But yeah, he's going to officially, he says, I see you camping, sir. I see you camping and raise you with more camping. I think I'm going to make that the thumbnail, the Battle of the Double Campers. Yeah, that'll hit. All right, green skirmishers taking up the woods, and now red looking kind of like a fool here. One trick, when you go all heavy cav and you no longer have the town, your strategy looks a little bit impotent. Oh no, these skirmishers, they're gonna try to rush for the town. Are they gonna make it there? In come the curs. Oh, it's a mad dash. Come on, skirmishers, you can make it. Oh, the one brave hussar. This hussar gave his life so that 3 skirmishers might live. Wow. Okay, if this was like a real narrative, that would have been a tearjerker. All right, so let's take a look. Red does have a lot of returning guards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The problem is that the other half of his army is not going to be able to do anything. So he'll be able to make a charge, but charging into light infantry who now have the terrain, yeah, even for guards, that's asking them to do a lot of work. Come on, skirmishers, make to the woods. Don't let that green hussar die in vain. These curs are kind of dying in vain, though, if I'm being honest. All right, Horty doing a nice job peppering this other cannon that decided to come back. And oh no, all the infantry, they're rushing to the town. They're trying to withdraw, but I think a couple are going to get caught in the crossfire. No, are they all going to make it? I think they're all going to make it. Oh man, the shell has successfully been formed. And one trick, charging this southern flank. Yeah, okay. This feels like desperation now. This guy just needs a breakthrough. And honestly, let's take a look here. 1 light, 2 light line. He might get it, but it's going to cost him 1, 2, 3, 4 of these cav. Yeah, oh man, this is going to be so close. Turn 56. So if we take a look at the victory points, 44 to 33. So these 3 neutral, are they going to win him the game? Are having those 3 stars going to win the game? And people say that they're not worth anything. I say, ha, sir, you have been proven wrong. All right, 57, 58. Yes, the final desperate clash. Will one turn inflict enough casualties? The victory points, they're so freaking close. Turn 60, and that is game. And Sam is going to take it. Oh my gosh, that was awesome. Okay, so let's take a look. 12,000 men elite versus 20,000 mixed. 3,500 curs on the field. Oh my god. That is insane. And it looked pretty good, actually. I'm going to be honest. Okay. One turn, one trick, excuse me. If you're watching this, number 1, no actual offense intended. And number 2, you are the most highly respected camper I've ever watched. So wear that with pride. Wow, that was so close. 45 to 32. It all came down to the victory points. And yeah, Sam actually lost significantly more men. But of course, a lot of that was chaff. And wow, he won with 70% of his army lost. That is crazy. Oh, win conditions in this game can be so fun sometimes. But I mean, losing, let's actually, if we take it by percentages, casualties are actually very even, about 50% on both sides. But yeah, still slightly less for one trick. But that's not going to be enough, man. You didn't take enough of the arbitrary stars. Oh, man. Thank you so much, Sam. I really enjoyed that game. Not the highest level, but he also, said it was not his best game, so I can't give him any flack for that. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back with another replay soon, but until then, have a great day. Have a great life. See you later.